Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn yoga for lower back pain. Lower back pain is an extremely common kind of pain. We all have gone through that. Whenever pain comes, your day-to-day activity it gets affected. And so today we are going to learn the asanas and pranayam to treat your lower back pain. First, let's talk about what are the causes of lower back pain. So the first cause is overuse of your back muscles. Overuse of back muscles, that means when you are working beyond your capacity and you don't get any rest in between continuous work, or if you lift something very heavy or you push something heavy, or when you do some exercise in a wrong way, all these things come under overuse of muscles. Your muscles become back muscles become weak and they become prone to injury, and this can lead to lower back pain. Second reason is quite the contrary, underuse of lower back muscles. Underuse means when you lead a very sedentary life, you don't move, your back muscles are unused. You then when it is unused, your muscles become very brittle, and then also it can lead to injury. Injury may include like tissue rupture or some muscle fiber get damaged or some ligament get torn up. So all these things also it can result to lower back pain. Okay. Third reason is poor posture. These days, lot of people, they professionals, especially computer professionals, they stay at home and full day they work sitting at the same place. Same goes to the students also. They are doing online classes. So continuous sitting at one place at one place, it makes your hip muscles very tight. That also can be a cause of lower back pain. Fourth reason is poor posture. When your posture is not good, when the posture is not good, then it creates lot of muscle imbalance in your back area. And long time of muscle imbalance, it can lead to lower back pain. And it has been research has shown that 90% of the back pain, lower back pain especially, the cause of that is muscle imbalance coming from poor posture. Not any big cause, but this very subtle cause, which normally we tend to ignore it. And the fifth reason is it can be a very clinical cause also, like your intervertebral disc, if it is damaged, or some spinal nerve is getting pinched in your vertebral column, that can also be a cause of a lower back pain. All these five causes I told, they all can be aggravated by your stress level. Your stress level is high, all these problems, even if the lower back pain is little, it gets aggravated. So you have to manage your stress also properly. So these were the causes. Now, yoga for the rescue. Yoga is considered to be the most effective way of treating your lower back pain, and it is also a very fast way of relieving your pain. Okay, how? Because yoga strengthens your paraspinal muscles of the back, which is responsible for your forward bending. It also strengthens your multifidus muscles, which hold your vertebral column. It strengthens that also. Plus, yoga strengthens your core muscles, deep core muscles, or transverse abdominis. That muscles also get strengthened, giving you a strong core. Again, it supports your vertebral column. So yoga helps in strengthening all these major muscle group, for holding your vertebral column nicely. And plus, apart from all these things, yoga also corrects your posture. If you are having wrong posture, yoga corrects that. Okay, some of the asanas, it just keeps your shoulder pushed back, the arch gets deepened, the curvature also gets corrected. So yogic asanas are that powerful. So let's learn that. So our first posture is going to be sitting Marjari asana we are going to do. So for that, I'm turning this side to show you. Sit in Sukhasana or cross leg pose like that. Hands gently on your knees. You may close your eyes or you may keep it open. Now, inhaling, arch your back and look up. Back is getting arched. And exhaling, lift it maximum as much as you can. 3 rounds. Inhale, feel your arch. Exhale, inhale. We are and exhale. When we look up, we are arching our back. That time we are elongating our spine. And when we are, or extending our spine. And when we are doing like that, that time we are flexing our spine. So that increases the blood circulation of your spinal area, especially lumbar area. And it gives like lot of mobility to your spine. Okay. So that was Marjory Asan in a sitting pose. Next pose we are going to do same Sukhasana. You have to sit. Whenever you sit in Sukhasana, make sure both the hips should carry equal weight. Next posture is you can call that sitting Parvatasana. So inhale, both the palms sidewise and lift it. Your both the palms facing each other. Stretch your spine. When you pull your hands upwards, you can feel your back muscles are stretching vertically. Now here you can join your palms. So thumb interlocked, all the fingers joined like that. Pull your hands maximum. This is, you can call that Parvatasana, sitting Parvatasana. Feel your lower back. As much you stretch, you can get lot of, if you stretch a lot, you can get lot of relief. Stay here for 3 normal breaths. Slowly with an exhale, bring both the palms down. Relax here. Mentally observe your lower back. So that was upward pull of the spine. Next we will do side bending. This is Parshva Sukhasana. So whenever we do this Parshva Sukhasana, your spine gets lateral bend and all associated muscles, they also bend laterally, of course on both the sides. Again, increases the blood circulation and it gives you a lot of relief during your lower backache. Okay, and if the pain is due to stiff muscles, you of course you will get lot of relief. Now, how to do? Both the hands sidewise. So, inhale deeply. With an exhale, take your left hand upward and stay here. Right hand will go little down. Feel this entire part getting stretched. Your lateral muscles plus your spine and spinal muscles. Stay here for 3 normal breaths. Whenever doing so, you may close your eyes to feel it, to feel the asana. After 3 breaths, inhaling, come to center and exhaling, bend other side. Mentally observe your lower back. Slowly inhale, come like that, and exhaling both the hands down, hands on the lap, relax here. Gently open your eyes. Third posture is we are going to do twisting pose. So in the same Sukhasana, we are doing Vakrasana. Okay. So the twisting of the spine. So after side bending of the spine, we are giving our spine more mobility. So we are twisting it, and all the associated muscles they also get twisted, giving you lot of flexibility around your lower back. So sit like that. So inhaling, raise both the hands, stretch it upwards before twisting, and with an exhale, Turn left side, left hand cup shape, right hand on your knee. Try to look back and you close your eyes. Feel your lower back. Stay here. Don't overstretch, but just give your body a little challenge because during painful episode, your body movement is limited. So honor that. After 3 rounds, inhale, again stretch it upward, and then twist. Backhand cup shape, other hand on the knee. Look back and close your eyes. Feel where you are feeling good, where you are getting pain. After 3 rounds, inhaling, come up, and exhaling both the hands down and relax here. Slowly stretch your legs, little bit of knee movement. Now inhale, with an exhale, sit in Vajrasana. The pose looks very simple, but this pose is great for posture correction. Okay, automatically your spine becomes straight, your hips totally engaged, your core is totally engaged. So all those muscles are working now, though the pose looks very simple. Stay here. If you want, you can take some mudra also, forefinger and thumb joint, chin mudra. Close your eyes, feel your lower back. Now inhale, with an exhale, both the hands back. From your left hand, hold your right hand's wrist. Pull your hands maximum back so that your shoulder blades are close to each other. Now inhale, look up, exhaling, slowly bend forward, touching your navel first, then your chest, and then your head area to the floor. Suppose if your head is not reaching down, you can always keep a cushion or a pillow here to rest your forehead there. Stay here. This posture is Shashankasana. It corrects if there is any vertebrae misalignment there, and it eases off the pressure from spinal nerves also if it is getting pinched. So after 3 rounds of breathing, take your hands like this and slowly take it forward. Okay? And come on all the fours. From here, inhaling, go forward, exhaling, go as back as your body allows you. This is also bringing lot of flexibility to your spine and your muscles are gently getting massaged. Slow movement. Inhaling, go forward, exhaling, come back. One more time. Inhaling, go forward, exhaling, come back. Stay here. This is Balasana or child's pose. Our spine is totally flexed here now, and all your vertebrae are maximum apart. Slowly keep your palms firmly, spreading your fingers, toes inward, and hips maximum up. Come to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stay here for 3 breaths. Feel your spine. How does it feel now? Heels touching the floor, and even if it doesn't touch, no problem. You may lift your heel. After 3 breaths, inhaling, go forward, come to plank, and exhaling, come back. Engage your core here, okay? So now we are acting on our abdominis, transverse abdominis, okay? So inhaling, forward, exhaling, back. Inhaling, forward, exhaling, back. Inhaling, forward, and exhaling, back. Slowly, right knee down, left knee down, pull your hands back, relax here. Again, relax in Vajrasan, relax. Observe how your back is feeling now. You may be feeling lighter. Your all back muscles are gently going to warm up now. You may feel lot of flexibility also there. From here, we will go to uh, it's not Ustrasan actually. This is not actually Ardha Ustrasan also. This is a very gentle form of Ustrasan because Ustrasan is supposed to be very beneficial for your back. But during when you're having lot of pain at the lower back level, then when you do Ustrasan, the pain may intensify. So this is a very gentle version of Ustrasan. How to do? Same sitting in Vajrasan, your palms back. Keep your palms back, fingers facing outward, both the sides below your shoulders, and lift your chest as much as your body allows. Arch your back, this part, and look up. Your spine maximum arched. Your deep hip flexors are working. This kind of when your deep flexors they work, they strengthen. The pain due to prolonged lower back pain due to prolonged sitting goes away. Slowly with an exhale, come back, pull your hands towards yourself into your lap, relax here. Our next pose is Nata Prarthanasan. That pose is also it corrects your posture and your curvature of the spine also gets corrected. Okay, so for that you have to uh, your toes you have to stand like that, both the toes little apart, as you can see, little apart, your knees down and hands in Prarthana Mudra. Your spine is perfectly arched now. Or let me chest open. Elbow to elbow in a line. Fingers apart. Relax here for 3 breaths. This pose is also brings lot of relief during your lower back pain episode. Slowly, both the hands down and sit in Sukhasana. So that was our all sitting poses. Now we are going to do our supine poses. Okay. So for that, lie down on your back. Never sleep like that. Okay. Always turn like that sidewise and then you become supine. Okay. Especially when you have lower back issues. So the first pose is keep your knee bent. Both the palms you have to keep one above the other at the small of the back where your back gets arched. That part you have to keep both the palms like that, hips down. shoulder down, okay? Hands nicely resting here. Now inhaling, press your hand with your using your back muscles and exhaling, release. Inhale, press and exhaling, release. Your hips should not be lifting. Inhale, press, exhale, release. Inhale, press your palms nicely and exhale. Last round, inhale, press and exhale. Both the arms take out, palms, take out your palms. Relax here. Next pose is Jathar Parivartanasana or lumbar stretch. So whenever you are doing this, keep your eyes closed and feel which part your body is working, how much lumbar stretch you are getting. You have to totally focus on your lumbar area. Both the palms sidewise, fold both the knees, join both the knees together, both the feet together. Now inhale deeply while exhaling both the knees towards your left side and look at your right hand. If your knees touch the floor, okay. If it doesn't touch also, no problem. Feel your lumbar area. Stay here for 3 breaths. Slowly inhaling, come up, and while exhaling other side. Both the knees one side, your gaze has to be other side, neck other side. Close your eyes, feel your lumbar area. Slowly inhaling, come up and relax here. Now we will intensify the this pose, lumbar stretch. So this time the stretch will be little more. How to do? Your left leg like that, other leg goes above it like as we do in Garudasana and lock it, okay? So the knee which is up, that side we have to bend. So inhale, exhaling, bend towards your left side, look towards your right. If it is touching the floor, okay. If it doesn't touch, no problem. Focus on your lumbar area. You may feel your hip muscles are also getting stressed. After 3 breaths, inhaling, come to center and change your legs. Left goes up. Now inhale while exhaling other side as much as your body allows and look other side. Close your eyes, focus on your lumbar area. Slowly inhaling, come up, unlock your legs, relax. Next pose is Pavan Muktasana. So inhale while exhaling, bring both the knees close to your chest. From your hands, interlocked hands, try to push your leg over your abdomen. Your whole hip area, whole glute area, and some part of lumbar area is getting stressed. All those muscles are becoming flexible, and you know, flexible muscles are strong muscles. Now, slowly inhaling, come out of the pose, relax here. Our next pose is Setu Bandhasan, but we won't stay there because during the pain time, when you stay, it may increase the pain. So we will do it dynamically. We will, with the breath, we go up, and with an exhale, we come back. So how to do? Behind your feet, you have to keep your palms firmly, spread your fingers nicely. Only hip part you have to raise. So feet fire firmly on the ground, palms firmly on the ground, shoulder and head firmly on the ground. So inhaling, lift your hips, exhaling, come down. Inhaling and exhaling, get released. Inhaling, go up, and exhaling, come back. Relax here. And if you have lot of pain, you can't do that, then we are going to do one restorative pose, which is great for your lower back pain using some cushion. Okay. So while getting up also, I turned my right side and then I got up. That's the way to get up. Okay. So this restorative pose of Setu Bandhasan is best done with a help of a bolster. But since I don't have bolster, what I will do, one soft pillow I will take and I will just fold it like that. Keep it just behind your hips so that when you lie down, it should fall below the arch of your back. Okay. So now like this, sidewise you have to go down and then turn. Here you have to keep your hips firmly down, glutes should be touching the floor, shoulder firmly down, hands nicely sidewise. Feel your arch. So it corrects your posture. It the supported Setu Bandhasan. It is great for increasing the flexibility around your lumbar area. And this pose is very, very enjoyable. You may even sleep in this pose. So if you are having lower back issues, you can stay like this for minimum 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening. But now I am staying here only for 3 breaths. Now slowly come out of the pose by turning right and taking out the pillow. So those were our supine poses. Our next pose is uh, prone postures. Okay. So for that, lie down on your abdomen, forehead down, let your nose free, hands straight, your feet also, toes pointing outward. This is Advasan. In this posture also, you can sleep during your lower back pain episode. So either you can rest here or if you want, you can keep a pillow below your chest and then you can sleep like that. Extremely relaxing for your back. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Now inhaling, look forward, chin down and roar. Take both the hands back. Interlock it over your hips. Stretch it backward as much as your body allows. Now inhaling, lift your upper body. Sarpasan. Stay here for 3 breaths. Great for your lower back. Slowly exhaling, chin down. Both the hands again forward and relax in Advasan. Next pose is Sphinx pose or baby cobra pose. For that, keep your forearm down, your elbows just below your shoulder level. Arch your back and look front. Don't look up because it may strain your neck. You just look front or you may close your eyes. This also, these poses are correction poses. They correct your posture, and plus if there is any vertebral dislocation, that also gets corrected. Slowly after 3 breaths, exhaling, chin down, forehead down, and relaxing. Advasan again. Our next pose is Shalabhasan. So for that, right palm below your right thigh, left palm below your left thigh. Try to keep both the feet together. Now forehead down. Now inhaling, lift your head and lift your feet as much as your body allows. This pose also strengthens your spinal muscles and generally it corrects all the nerves disorders. Keep breathing normally. Slowly after 3 breaths, exhaling, leg down, head down. Take both the arm front, elbow down, and take both the hands, make it cup shape, and rest your chin here. Makarasan. And this pose also you can stay as long as you want. This pose is relaxing pose plus it is giving strength to your spinal area. Sorry, lower back area. If you feel comfortable, you can fold your legs. Alternate leg fold. Observe your spine. How does it feel at the lower back area? Your hips area. This pose gently massages your lower back. Slowly put the feet down and come back to resting pose like that. Now slowly turn, come to supine pose. Now inhale while exhaling, put the leg fold. Now roll your body left and right, rolling. Your own body weight you are using to massage your lower back like this. This is extremely soothing. You can feel it. So after 3 rounds, come to center and with an inhale, bring your leg back. Relax here completely. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Slowly right side turn and get up for pranayam practice. We are going to do pranayam practice. So for pranayam, we are going to do a very simple pranayam, which is Akar pranayam. So here you have to inhale deeply, and while exhaling, you have to, in a soft pitch, you have to say Akar. The vibrations produced by Akar, it creates resonance in your lower body area, and it helps if you have any pain there. Okay, so you can feel the soothing resonance of Akar. So for that, Close your eyes and take your hands in Chin Mudra. 3 times I will do. You may do as many as you want. So for that, inhale. Ah. Ah. Feel the soothing resonance of Akar, giving you lot of relief in your lower back area. Now do palming. Keep it over your eyes. Again, you can do palming. Rub your palms to generate energy, and you can keep at your painful part where it's hurting at the lower back. Energize the place. This palming at the lower back, you can do as many times as you want. Feel the heat energy or pranic energy of your palms is entering your body, it's seeping into your body, energizing your muscles and healing them. Now slowly bring your hands forward and gently open your eyes. So that was all for lower back pain. And let's hear about some tips. So whenever you sleep, try to sleep on a hard bed, not very soft bed. Even full day when you are sitting on some very soft couch or sofa, that is also not good for your back. It's not at all back friendly. In fact, it is the cause of pain also. Your muscles, some of the muscles get strained too, because when you sit on something soft, to keep you upright, you have to strain some muscles. So that is not for you. And when during the pain episode, you can put alternate hot and cold compress also. And while lying down on your back, suppose if you want to lie down on your back, first of all, during the pain time, always sleep on your side, but never lie down on your back. But suppose if you want to do, how to do, you can keep a folded towel like that, a small towel folded nicely like that. Okay, so like this that arch of the back you have to support by keeping your towel folded like that. Now this way you can sleep like that, okay, if you want to sleep on your back. But if you are sleeping like that, always try to keep your feet folded. If you do like that during the painful time, this also the pain will become more. So if you are sleeping like that, you are used to sleep like that, so keep your knees folded and here support of the towel. That is one point. And gentle warm oil massage is good, but not very tough massage, very gentle massage. The best is with a rolling pin that with which we make chapati. That rolling pin also you can tell someone, you can't do by yourself, tell someone to just at the painful part roll your muscles like that. Okay, the slow up and down motion. What happens if there is some muscle imbalance and because of that you are getting the pain, that gets corrected. Okay, and whenever you sleep like this, uh, suppose you are sleeping, then always between your knees keep a thin pillow. That also helps your lower back, especially during a painful episode. Okay, or you can keep knees and feet uh, between both the feet and between both the knees also the pillow can go. then this becomes very enjoyable also. Okay, and you can feel immediately the pain has lessened. So these are the some tips during your painful episode, and that's all. And I hope this video is of help for you. And thank you. Bye bye.